Okay, so we're back at the boat, and I haven't been on the boat for almost a month now. I've been doing marine mammal conferences and doing research with marine mammal folks, and getting everything scheduled like work-wise. So I'm actually looking at getting a crane to take the mast off and the engine out, and then cleaning out everything having to do with those two things, and getting a new engine. And I put a ton of thought into it. I almost went beta marine, but then I found out that people were being really supportive about the electric motor thing and actually getting me electric motor related parts. So I went ahead and got an electric motor, and now I have to take a bunch of measurements. And one of those measurements includes finding the numbers on the prop. So if you're looking at buying an electric motor, they need to know what kind of like prop you have statistically. So the prop is like in pretty sorry shape right now, but you know, grinding away with the brush, it's actually showed up some pretty good with the bronze, and I don't know if you can see, but coming out of the barnacles are the numbers that they need. So there's going to be a diameter size and a turn size, or a radius size. And then I'll also take measurements and text that to Electric Yacht so that they can tune the motor to exactly my needs. So yeah, that's where we're at today. Okay, so to get optimal regen out of these motors, I think you need a diameter of 16, and this has a diameter of 18. I don't know what that means, if it's going to be better or worse for sure, but it sounds better to me. Right now there's quite a lot of resistance in the turn, so I assume that's because it's still connected to the old motor and that the new motor won't have as much resistance, but I don't know for sure about that either. Yeah, we'll see. And plus, just cleaning up generally should help it, because I mean there's just crud just packed in there. But yeah, that's the number I'm going after.
Not a crate.
Yep.
Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, it's fine if you can.
Yeah, there's yeah, I got it. I already set it up in there for you. It's ready to go. No, the hand card did all that work. Let me.
Okay. I guess this is the first day of the truly electrical conversion tasks, and we're starting with pumping out all of the diesel that's in the tank now, so that I can start removing some of the diesel equipment this weekend. Got a couple of barrels. And it's all gonna come out of here, so so yeah, this dehumidifier has been working fantastic, keeping the mildew and smell down in here, and any water that gets in here, it's been sucking up to the air, so it's actually pretty dry in here. Yeah, the other thing I want to make this weekend is the sail bag for this head sail. Okay, yeah, I gotta get pumping. It's really not that late, even though it's like dark out. It's only 5:30. Okay, so we got all the diesel out. I eventually just cut a line and let it drain into a tank, and yeah, we got 2 barrels about a third of the way full. Wow, that was took a lot longer than I thought. It's now 8:30, so it took about 3 hours. So okay, it's a huge diesel tank. Yeah, and now I can start tearing stuff apart and not have to worry about a bunch of diesel going everywhere. Okay, so we got some new holes in the boat, so we can get behind and scrub out the mildew. It's pretty bad down there, not so bad up there. I'm also gonna have to cut out this back because otherwise you can't get at the hull things, the hull fittings, or the deck fittings. Yeah. This is a stool, or no, not a stool. Sorry. This is a shelf thing, but it has like 4 more shelves worth of space that's now glassed away. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this out and then build a wall here and then have it be more internal storage. Because otherwise you can't clean in here, and also it's a massive waste of space. So that's next on the agenda. Okay, so I took off this panel from behind the headrest, and actually I really like this space open. I'm in the process of cutting out this liner because if you take a look at Exhibit A, it's nasty in there, and generally up in there it's pretty nasty. Generally up in there it's pretty nasty. These gutters, I want to keep, but the liners need to go because I need to be able to access the hull hardware. I'll probably glass in this little distance behind here and then have drains along here so that water doesn't stand in there if it gets through the deck hardware. Hopefully I do a good job sealing the deck hardware though. Okay, the back liner of the bookshelf is taken out, which has revealed the chain plates, or at least 2 of them. The third one is behind there, so I'm gonna have to get into that through the So here's the forward chain plate. Oh, it has a wire coming off. Is that for lightning or something? Maybe? Anyway, yeah, you can see all that rust coming out of the front baby stay chain plate. And if we go around to the other side, you can see the other chain plates. So this is the main chain plate, which looks to be in the best condition, honestly. Although it is still just streaming rust. Actually, the rust might be coming up from the deck hardware. But yeah, this would be where the bulges in the hull are on the other side as well. So I need to figure out what's going on with that. But you can see just seeping out of this chain plate and into down here, water from this chain plate, which is leaking through and rusting. So yeah, definitely gonna take out these internal integral chain plates and replace them with the exterior bronze chain plates. I have the bars ordered and should be good. Just need to knock back the fiberglass and rebuild it really solid before I put in external chain plates. Okay, so the boat is in total boat work mode. Here's all the stuff that came out yesterday. These buckets have been collecting water that's been dripping from the Solon stay boom, or the second head stay boom, and the wiring from the mast has been dripping like crazy. So I'll probably have to redo that box. I went ahead and picked up at the recommendation of Adam Voyager in Georgia. I definitely enjoyed his videos at you guys' request. Like, when you guys suggest something in the comments, I genuinely go and look at them. So he uses this to make the fiberglass easier to clean after you've cleaned off all the mildew. I know there's a couple of camps in painting the inside of the hull. I think the fiberglass needs to breathe if it's below the waterline, but it's okay to paint it above the waterline. So I might end up painting up here after I dig out all this fiberglass and stuff, painting that with that easy cabin, and then yeah, I haven't decided below the waterline. I'll keep looking into that. But today we're just gonna start taking stuff off, and that'll open up the space for me to get the diesel stove and the diesel tank out and ready to sell.